My girlfriend's hands were shaking so badly she dropped the dish she was carrying the moment my dad walked into the kitchen. That's where it started. We'd been together 2 years. Emily had met my mom twice before, but my dad had been working overseas, and this Christmas dinner was the first time they'd be in the same room. I was nervous the way you get when two people you love are finally meeting for the first time. Normal nervous. Dad walked in, stopped completely still, and stared at Emily. Not a quick glance. A long, hard stare like he was trying to solve something that made no sense. Emily's face went white. The ceramic dish slipped from her hands and shattered across the tile floor. She apologized, crouched down to clean it up, but her hands were shaking so much she could barely grip the pieces. I told myself it was first meeting nerves. I let it go. Dinner was quiet and strange. Dad barely spoke. Emily ate almost nothing. At one point I caught them both staring at their plates with the exact same locked expression, and I decided they just needed time to warm up to each other. After Emily left that night, my dad pulled me into the garage. He asked me her last name. I told him. He sat down on a stool, put both hands over his face, and stayed like that for almost a full minute. Then he asked how serious it was. I said I was planning to propose in the spring. He made a sound I'd never heard from him before, like something tearing. He went inside without a word. For 3 days he wouldn't speak to me. Mom said he was sleeping badly, up at 2 in the morning sitting in the dark. When I called, he'd pick up but barely respond. I replayed the dinner over and over trying to understand what I'd done wrong. Then Emily started asking questions, woven carefully into normal conversation. Did your dad work in the city back in 2009? What neighborhood did you live in before you moved? Do you know what company he was contracting with back then? My sister Sarah died in 2009. She was 22. A gas leak in her apartment building caused a fire that killed 4 people. The investigation went cold. No one was ever charged. My dad spent 5 years convinced it was arson. He had contacts in the fire department, and the belief ate him alive. I watched him become a different person because of it. I tried not to connect the dates. I told myself the questions were coincidence. Then I went to Emily's apartment while she had a work event. She'd given me a key months earlier. I opened the filing cabinet she'd always described as old tax records. Inside was a folder with her late father's name on the tab. Legal correspondence. Insurance documents dated 2009. A newspaper clipping about the fire that killed my sister. Emily's handwriting in the margins. Confirmed. Settlement paid February 2010. Her father had owned the building. The fire investigation had flagged the gas system as deliberately unmaintained, likely to collect on an insurance payout. Her father was never charged. He died in 2019. Emily had known for years. I sat on her kitchen floor for a long time before I left. I confronted her that night. I put the folder on the table.